Well, good morning. It's January 25th, 2025, and I'm excited to share with you the tremendous progress here at Sansui-ji, Mountains and Waters Zen Buddhist Temple, the new home of Red Cedar Zen Community, and we hope several other sanghas as well. So check it out. Here's the overview. We now have the final footprint and the final floor plan are evident now. We're announcing ourselves to the local community that we're coming. We'll come on inside. There's the front door under this nice little porch to protect us from the weather as we come in and out. Maybe there'll be a bench along here to sit outside. When you first come in the door, you're looking at the main entry lobby. To one side is the new hallway to Cloud Hall, our dining room, meeting room, and library, kind of multi-purpose room. And this way in here is where shoes and coats can be taken off, and a bench. The door into the Zendo ultimately will be here on the left, and this will be open. So 4-foot wide opening right there at the end of our end of our hallway. And then when you turn left right behind me, here's the current door, just so we can take a look. You are entering the sort of centerpiece of the entire project. Much discussion and much debate and a fair amount of dollars. We are so grateful to our donors, our members, our many supporters who have made this 1,000 square foot, lovely proportioned Zen Hall possible. It's got its brand newly poured, totally flat concrete floor for us to lay our flooring on. That big opening will just be a window like these other three. Same windows on the back here, except they're still boarded up. And a door into the back yard right there. And come to the other side so you can just get a sense of how spacious this will be. We expect to be able to seat 40 people in here comfortably. Our fire code will be up to 50. This is the view from where the altar is most likely to be, looking out at 4 rows of meditators with some aisles for walking meditation. Very exciting to see this come together. It's amazing. And retracing our steps back to the entrance. If you go the other direction, after taking off your shoes right here, as I mentioned, you're entering into this new hallway. On one side of the hallway, a door into our small Dokusan room, just big enough. I'll look at it through the wall. Just big enough for 2 people to meet together to consider our practice. Not too tiny, but not too large. And on the other side of this hallway, a second room for Dokusan, small group meeting. We'll have a cabinet in here for priests' robes, some shelving, a little table maybe not on the little table. We'll just sit on the floor. And this can also serve as a teacher's office as well as needed. So a small multi-purpose room. And then continuing in through this, there'll be a new door here. We're in Cloud Hall, all the way opened up. This end, backing up so you can see, will be our library. Books on all those walls. Some comfortable seating. We'll probably have a little extra cozy heat source in there for curling up with a Dharma book. But the rest of the space being very flexible. This room in total is a little over 900 square feet. Tables for eating, meeting, sewing, a place to gather, a classroom. And there's the back door. That's a temporary door in the ultimate location into our backyard. We'll look at that in a minute. But take a look at how the kitchen now interacts with Cloud Hall. There's a big pass-through opening, which will have a full width counter on it. You can imagine that just coming across here. Cabinets below will hold our dishes. And incidentally, there'll be more cabinetry on this wall. So we really hope we'll have just enough storage. Somehow a practice that's all about letting go. It has a lot of gear. And we're gonna have a small sink right in the middle of this cabinet run, right about where this X is. Actually this X, which will be for hand washing and tea and just access to water outside of the kitchen where the cooks may be busy, and the bathrooms, which may be in use. This part's mostly original. This is the hallway between the kitchen and the bathroom. This will be the bathroom, which is ADA. There's gonna be a little change in where the sink is. That sink will move back about 2.5 feet to make this room large enough for full ADA specifications. And that all creates an opportunity for a little nook right here where the wall jogs over, which will have a drinking fountain, which is required. Perhaps there'll be room for some hooks in here, should be, to hang up the rakusu when you go to the bathroom. And this will be the second bathroom here. The kitchen is relatively the same, except conceptually it's gone through a lot of internal work. There's a whole really lovely plan for an efficient small kitchen here. And then here's looking back through the pass-through out into the Cloud Hall. And the amazing thing that's easy to forget is after all of this, here's an under-stairs storage closet. After all this, we still, as a community, are the custodians of a whole nother floor, which initially is rented out to our tenants, Lentz Associates and Incorporated, or our accountants and tax preparers. But eventually, it might be that we'll have some additional upstairs space for offices or storage or something useful. So we don't want to invade their space, but just to glance through, there's a whole bunch more space up here, which is a part of the building. So that's the update. It is really quite amazing. And we're all just grateful and a little bit tired at times. It's a lot of work to decide and figure out and coordinate with each other, make many, many, many decisions. But Sansui-ji, Zen Buddhist temple, is coming together. It's gonna have a nice sunny backyard. The sun's out right now, so probably the camera's washing out. This is the remnants of the ugly chain link fence that was here. And so we can start to imagine a beautiful, quiet place to be outside, gathered as a community socially, or a place to sit in silence during retreat times. So, that's the update. Welcome to the temple. A lot of people are asking me when we'll open. I'm kind of tired of guessing and being wrong, but I'm still guessing. I can't help it. I'm thinking May. Thank you so much for your support.